What is up, you guys? Welcome to today's video. We're going to be checking out the best tips and tricks for Chair Park to help you get better aim, to increase your headshots, and that way you can become better in-game in classics, scrims, or just any type of overall gameplay that you want. So first off, we need to go to our maps down here, and then we go up to the top right and click Training Grounds. That is the first step, guys, and let's get it. Alright, so now that we are here in Cheer Park, we just entered, and then, you guys can kind of pick, like, any weapons you want, like, any attachments, anything. I like to first start off grabbing usually a UMP and just an M4, like, just my main guns that I use. Like, you can pick any guns that you want. These are just the main two that I like. Grab my attachments to practice with the attachments that you usually find or that you want to use, too. I like using half grip and the laser sight, and then just reload. I usually start off by these crates right here, and then just usually going like quick peeks, and then just back and forth. Try to hit the same target, or like have a target like the edge of that tree, or the boxes. And sometimes I usually go and grab like some red dots and some hollows to practice with. Because, like, I need that practice sometimes, So, like, we just go here, and then start shooting. This just gets you warmed up, Like, this is how I do it. You guys can do it, like, in your routines and stuff. Let's do some quick peeks. Next, usually what I usually do is I usually grab my UMP, go into FPP, depending, Turn that down. And then you just weave back and forth just to get, like, my movement, my thumb moved up, weave in between these bars, and this gets you to quick peeks also. And once you implement that, you can start like peeking, and this always helps in like TDMs, because if you're in those crates or you're in those situations, quick peeks. That way you can't get caught up too fast easy. And then just start doing it with your left too. That way you can get quicker peeks and usually not get seen and get hit as much unless you get desynced. That's always hell. Also, one thing that helps is when you're peeking the left side where you have like less visibility. If you go into FPP, so let's just look at it here. Let's look at the 9. So see right here, if you look at straight at the 9, like just on the edge of it, you scope in, you can see like it's not like fully on. Even at FPP, see, look at how much more room you have. Like just going into FPP for peeking the left side, like you can go, see if we're on this corner right here, like look at this, like where you can't even see that. When in this you can, so it peeks a little bit quicker and you can get a better perspective on the enemy. And then, just kind of like quick peeks around the corners. And then, voila. That's quick peeks to warm up you up. Quick little warm up exercise. But now comes the main exercise that I like to do. That'll get you a lot better at using, like, headshots. That'll get you a lot better. So, we'll go into train. You can go either to standard training or the reaction, either one. But then you're down here to click customize. And it has like all these different settings that you can do, like maximum rounds you want to do. Like I like to do 10. Start off with 20 meters. Usually health at target like either 100 and 120, depending on like which one you want to do. Usually I always have like full level 3 because it gives you like way more headshots. And you can do like different ones. Like you can like a different layout to like different styles or like different difficulties. But then we go to customize, then we hit start. Come like here, you can do kind of anything and change the speed of the targets. But then you usually just sit here and we just go like this. We sit here and go shoot back and forth. I got this from my friend Joey from Lazarus. I saw it on his stream one day and asked him, and I'm like, okay, this is really good. So just try and trace the top of the head with any gun you want, and just it'll increase your headshots. Like, as you can see, like, it's just going, and I'll hit a headshot every now and then. But if you keep that at your head level, like, that's going to be able to work for you a lot better. Like, see, bam, headshot, easy.
The blue team has scored!
Nice shot!
Clear.
Go to number 4, like bang, easy headshots. And then once you get this done, it'll get your tracing down a lot better too, so you can use this a lot in game to help you kill a lot more enemies, and it'll help you with your CQC as well, in your close quarters. And even then, you can like trace it with the red dot. This will help you with like shooting straight up here, and so you can get like your percentages and stuff. These 56 seconds. You can even go back to like reaction training too. Do the same thing. Where you do like health the target, none, all that stuff. And you can start here. Do the exact same thing. Bang. And even in, see, just like practicing keeping your thing at head level will help you a lot. Dang. So you can just hit headshots. And be able to be able to hit more headshots in game too. Let's see. Then you can just hit the exit if you don't want to do that. That's what I don't want to do. But then sometimes I go to customize, and I usually go like full health and just start it. And then just trace back and forth. Like, just keep going. Keeping your gun at head level and just going back and forth, tracing it. And just go back and forth. There we go. Full level 3 at 300 health. So just look at all those headshots, bro. Easy money. And then you can even do like a red dot and start tracing too. More headshots. Help you learn more. And see, try to lead a little bit every now and then. Hip fire is going to be your main key thing that you really want to focus on. Is so when you're in like an actual fight, you can just boom, and you start tracing. You're like moving around with like your strafe that you normally do. That can help too. And you just boom. That gets so helpful when you actually do this. And it'll help you a lot in game. And this is one of the main tricks that we like to use. That I like to use at least now. To get me warmed up for any type of scrim, classic, or really anything to help you with improve your aim and accuracy. So tip number 2 is, even though like it comes back to kind of our warm up that I did, like practicing keeping your crosshair at head level and then just trying to strafe in and out of this window or even the houses will help you keep your like accuracy up. And so when you're fighting someone like in a building or like when you have an extra window, practicing these strafes and even these quick peeks, like when you keep your crosshair head level, using like the training we did back here is actually going to be very beneficial, because that way you can keep your head level, increase your headshots, but it all comes down to just practicing too. Like you got to be able to quick peek, but also be able to hit your headshots to be able to knock enemies quick and get so much better. Even though it takes like a lot of time and grinding, like this is going to be very beneficial even like with like only a couple days work. It just takes a lot of time for you to like perfect it, because no one's ever going to hit like fully headshots every time, but like it can help you increase your accuracy on your shots that you hit. And so like if you just go around like practicing where you're shooting and like your strafes, as well as keeping this at head level and where we were before to knock those targets down, then you're gonna be a lot more beneficial, and it's gonna help you a lot like in game. And I'll show you some clips later about it. The third tip that I have, besides the strafing, is just kind of being anywhere, and then just like with your scopes, going and then just practicing spraying. If you can practice your sprays, get your sensitivities down, so you can be able to like perfectly like line that up and spray in a distance. Like even with a full 6x, I can still be just as accurate as I am with like a 3x. Because I've got my sensitivities down. And then once we go over that, like, this is a big key thing of helping like hit your shots a lot too, is you use like those lines right there on the top of these right here, and use this line and just practice spraying. Help you increase your accuracy, because it'll help you with like cars and people running, and then just picking like a spot and just spraying in one place like it's an enemy. So like right there, like right here, pick that as like an enemy sitting there. Boom. And then even though like it takes a lot of time and practice and a lot of grinding, using these tips like either every day or like every time you log on just to like warm up and stuff is gonna help you a lot. Like even like 20 minutes to an hour is what I usually spend. Like even like 10 minutes is still gonna get you a lot beneficial, but you just gotta take that time to grind it out. Like even standing here and just doing this every time will help you get your accuracy up, just like flicking on people, flicking on these targets. So you can like, oh yeah, if someone's popping up out of nowhere, you can just boom and hit them. And then practicing this also gets your sensitivities down, so you can learn how to control your sprays with like any type of scope. Like even with a 4, I can do it at 100, with 3. And like just try and keep it at head level too, so you can try to hit him in the head. And even that full 6x spray like I was talking about, like very beneficial. Also, you can practice on this wall right here. So when you start spraying, you can just practice hitting that wall, and it'll get your accuracy up. So when you do spray, if someone's sitting there on something, and try and hit them through that wall. And then you can just keep spraying and spraying and spraying, help get your accuracy up. But also finding the perfect sensitivities for you is going to be what's really beneficial, so that you can start flicking on people more and also have these tricks like come up to you. So even if we go back to the customize, you can just take out gyro and then just sit there and try and spray with your thumb too. That'll help you too. Just sitting here with your thumb and ADS rather than just gyro every time. It gets so much smoother and like more accurate apparently. Like, or more beneficial. Like you can just sit there and drag your thumb up with your ADS sensitivity. Like see, mine's a little bit laggy, like it's a little bit lagging behind because I'm not as good with ADS. Let's say I just hit 2 headshots right there, right off the bat. Like, finding these perfect sensitivities down and just training will help you get a lot better. It just takes a lot of time and grinding that people don't want to do. But once you do it, it's very, very beneficial and will help you so much in the long run. And then finally, if you would like, you just take this off. Go to train, go to your other one, customize. I'll go to my third one. And we'll go here, and we'll just go like my 3x spray. And then just sit here, and then just follow the target to try and laser him. Laser that guy down. Pretend like it's an actual person, or out of a car. And see, that's how we can practice that too. This is a good one for ADS, so you can keep your controls. Because if sometimes yours gyroscope sensitivity isn't as high to do that with, and it makes you like lose a lot of focus because it's so much to turn for like a 3x or a 4. But those are like the best tips that you have to